Update. So, as you guys know, on this channel, we do cover Tismalla, the hood legend, as you do, and he's been busy. He's been very busy. Since the last update we did, I think we covered that he was getting kicked out of his house. I didn't think it was serious. Like, for some reason, as I've been watching Tismalla over the last few months, I kind of assumed that he was just kind of lying about most of the stuff that he was doing online, or it was like highly exaggerated and stuff. But I actually think everything is real. I think everything is real. I think everything that he's been doing and everything he's been through and all the videos that he's done, I do genuinely think this is a guy that's like mentally disturbed, or something is really going on with this guy in a really dramatic way. So let's recap. A few months ago, or actually technically just last month, he was at his house. His lights and electricity were shut off because he couldn't pay the bill. And a lot of people said that he was at a mental institution, but I don't think that was true. There's no evidence that he was at a mental institution. But I do know that his electricity was off for about 2 weeks. He couldn't pay it, which is one of the reasons why he couldn't upload, because he didn't have data on his phone, because he doesn't pay for data. He only pays for Wi-Fi. And then also, after that had happened, he was living with this other guy I thought was his brother, but maybe not his brother. It's all very convoluted, actually. But he got kicked out by his brother. But before he did, his brother really didn't like him and decided to take the doorknobs off the door so he couldn't get out of the house. And he was stuck. And he was very, very mad because he wanted to get food. And that's where we're going to be starting from. The story gets way, way, way more bizarre. And yesterday on stream, when we were going through it, I was kind of shocked that this was actually real. I mean, the story gets so incredibly convoluted because so many people hit me up about Tismalla. And they go, David, when he says he's working, what he's actually doing is he's buying Ubers, like he's renting Ubers. If you guys don't know, you can go to Uber and you can actually rent like cars, so you can do delivery orders or you can pick people up and stuff. It's a way to make money. They just take whatever the amount is that you rented for at the end of it. But Tismalla will get a car, and you might be thinking he's picking people up, but nah, like he just kind of drives around all day and then just buys fast food from PayPal donations that people send him. Like, I wish I was lying about that. Like, I really do wish that was like an exaggeration, or like I was, like that was not a truthful statement. But no, it's truthful. Like, he drives around for hours and gets Mickey D's and KFC and Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. This is nonstop too, actually. I've been really, since yesterday, I've been really like involving myself in the lore. And it hasn't been going well for Tismalla in these last few months. He got kicked out and he's currently homeless. Yeah. So I think right now he's at a shelter, but I think they're on the brink of kicking him out because he can't wipe himself anymore. His words, not mine. He says that he can no longer wipe himself and that he needs to lay down to wipe himself, and that they don't like it when he does that, which in my opinion makes a lot of sense. Like, I wouldn't want to see a grown man literally he said he has to do it on the side. It's not possible for him to do it anymore sitting down, or maybe even laying down on his stomach, I guess. But he says he has to get it from the side because otherwise he won't be able to reach properly. I don't know. Like, the more I talk about this, the more I kind of think, what kind of life are we living? Where are we in society, in our existence, where a man such as Tismalla can come on the internet and tell you that he can no longer wipe himself, his butt cheeks are unobtainable, and that he needs to lay down on his side, in a public restroom to wipe himself. I don't know, but let's get into it.
So the weirdo named Anthony Earl, my so-called brother, he took off the handle on the front door to exit the door. So I went through the back door to get some food.
Yeah. So this is where it started. This is where it all really popped off, if you say. As you can hear him say, maybe he means brother as in like, brother, whatever. And that dude, Anthony Earl, took off the doorknob so he couldn't get out. I don't know if they had some kind of disagreement or whatever. I mean, living with Tismalla got to be like one of the worst fates known to man. I don't know if you guys remember, we did a video, my first initial video on Tismalla. He showed off his living conditions, and there were like piss bottles all over the floor, and he had musty napkins all over the place, and he was living like on the bed, like on the floor. He didn't have a frame or anything like that. He had no sheets covering himself. It was literally like a chair, a table where he would play on his games, I think. and then he would lay down on his bed and complain that women didn't want to have sex with him, and he couldn't find dates, and that women have, you know, no standards now. I don't know. He, you know, Tismalla is a very complicated individual, but as you can see here, yeah, his brother tried to take the doorknobs off the door so he couldn't get fast food. I mean, to be honest, maybe what's really happening is like Tismalla gets so much DoorDash that it's like the amount of times he leaves the front door, it's probably like, no, we have to stop this. This is ridiculous. Like every 35 minutes we get a knock at the door, and it's your order. It's more food for the hood legend himself, Tismalla. Maybe that's what happened, or maybe it goes deeper than that. But that's where this is where it started. Okay, so he got kicked out after this, and he was on the streets.
So I'm about to leave the crib. For me, you know what I'm saying? Tismalla.
I just love that you can still hear the smoke detector from outside. Like, still to this day, he's never been replaced. Hopefully, Anthony Earl, after Tismalla has left the house, will go through and thoroughly clean it up. I'm sure there's probably remnants of hidden societies in that room and stuff like that, and hopefully get rid of that smoke detector battery. Put it at bare minimum. Can we at least like not have it on the wall? Like, why is it beeping forever on the wall? Just take it off at the bare minimum.
They took out the outlet and subway so I could charge my phone. That's against who's typical. I'm about to call the police and handle the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't find a charger to charge my phone or outlet to charge my phone, I'm out, y'all.
So he has been chilling at a McDonald's, I think, for like a few days at this point. I don't know how he was able to get a Wi-Fi password. I think that he was able to throw them $10 to get the Wi-Fi password and let him stay there for a good amount of time. Maybe he's at one of those McDonald's that doesn't close for 24 hours. There are a few of those, and I know that the man is from McDonald's, from New York, and so I know that they usually have him here, that they're open for 24 hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's at one of the 24-hour locations. Maybe they're just kind of fed up with him or whatever. It seems like this dude just has an inability to take responsibility for like almost anything that he does. So what could be happening is that he probably went to the subway. The subway probably turned him down. They don't want him there. And the dude is like, I guess, shuffling from one fast food place to another fast food place and just kind of hoping that they let him stay there. As you can see, he's not in the best physical condition as is in this video. You know, he hasn't shaved. He hasn't took a shower in a few days. He's got snot running out of his nose. It looks like he's been wiping his nose with his clothes or whatever. So, I mean, he's in a really bad spot. I mean, he's literally homeless at this point. And, you know, the funny thing is, like, when I first saw these videos, I thought that he was lying. I thought that this was just like a, you know, like a big elaborate illusion for this guy. I didn't think it was true. But no, this is correct. Like, he's actually homeless still to this day. And this video was posted on the 4th. And you're seeing this video on the 17th, and he's still homeless. So he's been homeless now for going on 2 weeks, I believe, maybe almost 3, coming up on 3 weeks now. And it's just, as is right now, I mean, I can't really feel bad for him because he seems like he does almost anything and everything to make his circumstance worse. He never takes accountability. He always blaming this dude, Anthony Earl, for some reason. He's saying he's going to call the cops on himself here in this video because I think he's trying to find a place to sleep or a place to stay before, you know, like, so he can go to sleep and eat and stuff like that. But, like, what can I really do? This guy is literally driving. When he did work, he would literally just do the Uber thing where I told you he would just drive his Uber rental from place to place and then just buy fast food. That was what he did. That's like, that was his whole thing. So, I mean, I'm not really too surprised, but it's also kind of like, I don't want to see Tismalla like this. I don't. It's just sad to see him in this spot.
So y'all know who I am. Clap that case. I go in the shelter tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Tismalla, I'll be there.
He gotta really wipe his nose, man. I'm sick of seeing. And you know what else I'm really sick of seeing? Everybody in the comment section for his TikTok channel, this one picture keeps popping up every single time. I don't know what it's from. I'm so sick of seeing it too. Every one of his videos, everybody in the comment section, you see his video at least once, and it's always like at the top because Everybody upvotes. Look, they're almost 300 likes. And it's on every single video. And then also I see a lot of Charlie Kirk videos too. Or Charlie Kirk pictures of Tismalla with Charlie Kirk's face pasted on. And it's just like, what is this, like some kind of meme that I'm not familiar with right now? Like what is, I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, as you guys can see, his case is getting dismissed. I don't know what he means by that. I'm going to assume that he was probably trying to go to a shelter and they probably denied it, or maybe they just approved his case so now he can actually go into the shelter and, you know, have a place to sleep or whatever. But you guys are going to see, as of me, I know what happens because I've been investigating. He doesn't like the shelter. He doesn't like the shelter, not a one bit, because he's really upset that the shelter has a whole bunch of shit all over the walls and they don't treat him correctly, and he's really upset that they don't treat Tismalla the way that he feels like he should be treated. I mean, this guy he's just beautiful. I just really love Tismalla. But yeah, so here we are, this point into the video. He's getting shelter, guys. He is getting shelter. The next few videos, though, I'm not going to show them, but he just has a whole bunch of dancing videos. He just like uploaded, I don't know, like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 dancing videos back to back to back. And it's just over and over again. Like, it's all it is, just him dancing on live streams. And I'm not even joking. Like, he's at the facility. Like, this is him at the shelter and he's just kind of dancing. His shoes are falling apart. He's standing in the reception area dancing. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he don't got the moves. He definitely has some moves going on, shoes falling apart and stuff like that. I just don't know why Tismalla refuses to buy shirts that fit him. I really don't get it at this point. Every waking moment of this man's life has been defined by shirts that never fit. But it's a lot of videos. Like, I'm not even joking about this. It's literally like 10, 15 videos of him just dancing, and then people posting pictures of, I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy? I don't know. What is this, like Big Earl or something? I don't know. Whatever. We're not gonna cover those because what am I gonna do? Like, you want to watch him dance for 5 minutes or whatever? Like, I'm good. So he's currently, at the time of making this video, time of this video being uploaded to the 4th, he's at the shelter. He's got a place to put his head up for the night.
Oh my God, bro. Yo. I keep telling you guys, don't make it worse, bro.
Going through it. Tismalla's going through it, man.
This world is not for me, bro. I didn't ask for this, bro.
He's crashing out, as you guys can see. He's at the shelter right now. He's really upset that he don't have a place to stay, and he thinks that he should have a home and stuff like that. I mean, is there anybody that can free Tismalla from this disservice, this injustice that's been bestowed upon him? Is there anyone that can give him a home for him to stay, take care of him, of course, because he obviously can't take care of himself, and he's just crying. I know, look, mental health is a real thing, and especially considering the scenario that he's in right now. You know, being here is no joke. Naturally, it's probably a lot of stress for the boy. I just kind of got to wonder, like, you had to have known this was going to happen, right? Like, for like months leading up to this, there had been so much drama with him and his brother, and his house had been shut off. The doorknob's been being removed, you know. He probably had a whole bunch of problems with the fact that he kept ordering Uber Eats, and there was piss bottles all over the place, wasn't taking care of himself, wasn't showering. I mean, this guy was living in deplorable conditions. Any normal human being would feel the need to kick this man out, especially considering the fact that he was literally taking advantage of all that good privilege. And now, here he is in the shelter crying. And it's sad. It is very sad, but I don't know, like, what am I, you know, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at this point. Tismalla just does it to himself at this point. He cries and cries. Like, he does this so often. Like, my first introduction of this guy was when he got pulled over. Remember when he was driving trucks and he got pulled over? And he was crying because the truck wasn't, like, fully rented to him, whatever, because he expired the time because he was ordering too much food and he was chilling at the truck stops or something like that. It's the same thing here. Like, he just kind of sets himself up for failure. Like, why are you at a shelter, bro? It's because you didn't want to, you know, do the rules. You didn't want to, like, live with the boy, and now Earl kicked you out. You know what I'm talking about? Why? You know, why should I feel bad for Tismalla?
I'm not playing, man. It's not fair. Every day we eat good.
Going up to the McDonald's.
2 hash browns, McDonald's.
Got the meal deal, no
Juice.
doubt. Yeah, he's not doing too well in this point in the timeline. He just got out the hospital. I don't know what he went into the hospital for, but he was just at the hospital in the video. I'm like, I could show you the guys' videos of him in the hospital, but if I'm being honest with you, it's just him rapping. Like, he just he has this thing called Every Day We Spit Bars, where he just kind of spits bars for 30 seconds or maybe a minute, but most of the time they don't even rhyme. It's just kind of like random words all put together, and then he thinks he did something. People do gas him up in the comment section. They do tell him like, wow, you really out here, man. I know Ray J wants you for his next album. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's so many people that are just gassing him up, and they'll just tell him things that he probably shouldn't be hearing, to be honest. I genuinely think he thinks he's like famous or something. I have no idea. But he's out here now. He's back out from the hospital. Again, I have no idea what he went in for. I think he probably just came up with a reason to go into the hospital so he can just kind of like sleep there, because he doesn't like the housing where he's currently at. He doesn't like the shelter, which I don't blame him. You know, I knew a lot of kids growing up that lived in shelters and stuff like that, and I visited them a few times, and they were really tragic places to live, especially if you were children, man. That was really, really tragic and stuff like that. I grew up around a lot of impoverished kids and stuff like that. And me, myself, I was very impoverished. If I didn't have government assistance growing up, I would have probably been on the streets along with those other kids. So I guess I was slightly better off compared to those kids. So I know exactly what these places entail and what they do over there and stuff, and they are necessary, of course. I think there should be more shelters. I think there should be places for people to get off the street. But in some cases, like, what are you supposed to do for people like this, where dudes are just kind of, you know, hopping from one place to the next and not really trying to do much for themselves? Also, yeah, people keep posting a bubble bath. Look, dude, you guys got to calm down, okay? I don't know why you guys always do it. You guys are so fucking disrespectful for the boy Tismalla. Like, come on now.
Tismalla. So let me give you an update about what's going on.
Come on, dude. Dude.
My quote-on sister.
Bro, what do you, man? Come on. You know other people people are eating here, dude. You just gonna have your gut directly on the table like this? Dude, you know that people have to clean up after this, right? Like, people are gonna have to sit down, and you just got Tismalla. What are you even doing? This is what, okay, I want Tismalla to find help. But then when I see videos like this, just so incredibly inconsiderate, just dropping it directly on the table, like, there's probably kids around, dude. You just can't be coming out of here just, well, you couldn't pull it down? You couldn't pull down the shirt just a little bit, my guy? I'm sure it can't be that hard to pull down the shirt just slightly, my dude. Why you gotta do this? It's like every time I feel bad for the man, and then I click on the next video and I see stuff like this. Come on, man. Like, it's already bad enough you getting free Wi-Fi from them. You're literally chilling at the Mickey D's for 24 hours, and now you just dropping it straight onto the table like this. Dude, like, show some remorse. You know what I'm saying? Like, have some morals, bro. There are people out here. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you guys saw me in my Uber. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go take me a shower. I'm gonna get some clothes from the house. And I'm gonna take me a shower, y'all.
So as you guys can see, like, when he says I'm working again, he literally means he rents an Uber, and then when he gets that Uber to go pick people up, I don't know exactly how it works. I've never done Uber before, but people have told me that there's like a quota that you need to reach, I guess, and maybe he reaches that quota. I'm not really too sure, but he just gets the car, and then he literally takes that car and just drives and gets fast food all day. And I'm happy he's finally able to get a shower. It's probably been a week and a half since he's gotten a shower, so I'm real happy for the boy. That's actually amazing. If you guys know anything, if you haven't taken a shower in a long time, when that water finally touches your skin, it is majestic. It is beautiful. It makes you feel good. It warms your soul. So I'm happy Tismalla can finally take a shower. But dude, like, he's just doing it from the Uber, like from the rental. So yeah. I just wanted to let everybody know that is indeed what he's doing. Like, he's getting the rental and then just driving through random places. I don't even know necessarily if he's even, like, picking anybody up. I don't even know if I would want to be picked up by Tismalla. I bet his rating is like literally 3 or less. And you know anything about Uber, anything below 4, that dude's probably eating your food 100%. I wouldn't even doubt if you ordered fast food, right? If you ordered some Mickey D's or something like that, and you saw Tismalla as the dude that was delivering your food, oh man, you know that food's about to be missing. You know you about to get it. It's going to be wrappers and all, though. That's all you're going to get. You can maybe lick the remnants off the wrapper. But knowing Tismalla, I think he probably already got to it before you. So, you know, hey, at least you're getting something, I suppose. Some Uber drivers don't even do that. But, yeah, this is where we at currently.
Every day we eat good. I got Chinese food.
Every day, man. I'm telling you guys, this is what he does. I didn't believe it at first. Like when people were hitting me up on Instagram and Discord and they were telling me on Twitch, they were saying, yeah, the guy just drives through and just gets fast food. No, it's true. No, that's literally what he does. And he's been wearing this shirt now. He's been wearing this shirt for about a week. This shirt's been on his skin for about a week and a half, maybe even more than that. I've seen this shirt before he got kicked out by Earl. So I at this point, I don't know how long he's had this shirt. It's got to be at least a week, maybe even a month. I'm not really too sure, but I know that it's probably on the brink of just completely just, you know, dissipating off his body. Just, and just, you know, falling off him like dust. Like when Thanos snapped his fingers and stuff like that. But this is where we at. He's just out here eating Chinese food in his car. Not his car, but this is what he does, guys. So before you start feeling bad for Tismalla, and you guys are going to go like, oh, man, it sucks that Tismalla's in this spot. Not really. I mean, he kind of put himself in this area of his life.
You know how you take the key and push it in the ignition? It don't want to turn. It don't want to turn on for some reason. I just got the car.
Okay, well, I don't think that really matters. But yeah, anyway, this is, I wanted to include a snippet of him in the car because there's a bunch of these. It's not just the one video of him in the car eating. He has, I'm not joking with you, at least 50 or 60 videos of this car, and I don't know how long he's had it. I think he rents it for like a week or something, but he's in this car and he eats so often. He spins the block on Mickey D's. He spins the block on KFC. I mean, all of these different fast food places, and he gives the car back, and I'm just kind of thinking, bro, I know this car got to smell so bad, so disgusting. We're talking about a man that gets the Uber, and he hasn't taken a shower in over a week and a half. He's homeless. And he's doing nothing besides body slamming copious amounts of foods all up and down New York strips. Like, it's crazy at this point, dude. He's homeless. He doesn't even really care about his situation. It seems like he cries about it, but then really doesn't do anything about it at all. He keeps begging for money, obviously. He's still doing his OnlyFans. He's still doing his Cash App begging. So he's on the internet. He's always talking about, please donate. Make sure you guys donate to my Cash App, this and that. And if you want to, I guess you can, you know, show some support for Tismalla if you want to. I'm good. But he kind of putting himself in these situations, dude. And I keep watching him, and I'm just more and more shocked every time I watch it because I'm just like, how could it get more worse?
Every day we eat good. I'm in the town. I got some Alex and do it the best.
Jeez, man.
For me,
I want everybody to know that he's not parked right now. This guy literally just pulled off to the side and just put on his hazard lights and is just going to eat now. This is what he's going to do. Okay? Like, I'm telling you guys, all right? Like, don't listen. Like, if you feel bad for him, I get it, but this guy doesn't give a fuck. Like, he genuinely doesn't care. This guy shows zero interest in the people around him. He doesn't care about anybody but himself, it seems like. The dude literally is just pulled off. Somebody actually said, you ever see that one meme? Like, I saw in the next video, they said he looked like Mr. Incredible in the car, and I thought this was pretty accurate as well. Man, I'm sorry, dude. I really love... And, like, okay, hear me out. Like, if you're looking at this, right, you're seeing literal videos upon videos of him here in this car. He goes and gets Ubers. He goes and gets his food, like, in every video. These are 3-minute eating videos. He literally is eating in the car nonstop. Like, I don't even know if he's picking people up. I don't think he is. I genuinely don't know if he's like, don't you have to have a good credit score too, by the way, to even be able to do this type of job? Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe anybody can do it. But this is his life. Like, he's just sitting in the car for potentially like hours upon hours a day, eating food consistently back to back to back to back to back. And I'm just thinking, like, well, at least can you pick some people up? Can you make an income so that way you can get yourself out of the situation? Maybe get an apartment, maybe try to see if you can get a good stable job on the side or something like that. But no, like, he's not doing that. Like, he's just sitting in the car driving from the shelter to fast food place in a rented Uber. And it's just like every day he's doing this, complaining.
So you guys, I'm going to the hospital now. I couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this vehicle. They're gonna have to pick it up for me and discard of everything that's in the vehicle.
Man, he's been having a lot of problems. He's been sleeping in this car. And when he says pick up the vehicle, because he's renting it from Uber, I guess they have like a location on it. They're gonna have to pick it up, is what he's saying. I don't even know why to give this guy a car. He's obviously not using it correctly. Maybe he is. I genuinely have no idea how this works. I didn't know that you could just get a car and just not do Ubers in them and you could just drive him around all day. But he sleeps in the car. He doesn't have a CPAP, I guess. I don't know. Maybe James Earl fucking Jones or whatever, who the person was, took it away. I don't know. He doesn't have a CPAP. He hasn't had a CPAP for a little bit of time. And if you guys know, bigger people actually have to have their CPAP in order to sleep in a lot of cases because their breathing is heavily compromised. They have a lot of like weight on the chest. So this dude, he's probably in a very, very bad like spot in that sense. And he's been definitely struggling. I've been seeing a lot of his videos. And he's been sleeping in his car without the CPAP, and he's been complaining about it. He's like, I can't breathe. I'm having a hard time. So this is why he's going to the hospital. In this video, he can't breathe, so he has to go. And telling somebody basically that he's basically just going to leave the car somewhere, and they need to come pick it up. That's really crazy, dude. But I really can't even be upset with him because, honestly speaking, he's probably built up a reputation in this town. I don't know who would rent this man a vehicle knowing what we know about Tismalla. I mean, literally, you just Google his name. Maybe it's hard to Google if you don't know him. But, dude, like, having trash, because he's saying this stuff in the car. I'm going to assume there's garbage, fast food wrappers. There's probably, like, I don't even know, man. There's probably other stuff that I'm not even aware of that's probably growing in the car. And he's just letting it, just putting it someplace, and while he goes to the hospital is wild, man. Like, he doesn't care about anybody but himself. This is a literal selfish individual, and he's just sitting here talking about like he's going through it and he's struggling and stuff like that while he's eating McDonald's every single day. I don't know by what metric you judging by saying like you struggling, bro. You eating better than me. You eating way better than me, bro. I mean, literally this morning I had 2 eggs and a sausage, and you over here for your breakfast you ate 2 double cheeseburgers. You had a hash brown. You had Chinese food later on after that. You had Whataburger. And then he has some White Castle. I mean, this dude is living his best life in this Uber, this rented Uber, which he probably isn't even paying for. He literally said his bank account is overdrawn and that he turned off overdraft, so they won't even be able to take money out of his account, which is wild. I believe that's actually fraud. But he's just out here just straight up saying the most diabolical shit I've ever seen in my life, and just casual about it. Like, this is just a normal everyday thing for him. Just renting Ubers, driving through, going to the hospitals, and leaving whips. And you know what's funny? He gets another car after this. Like, he says he's done with this one, but then he gets another one as the story progresses. So I don't know who's renting these vehicles to him. I don't know if they realize that the man's gonna misuse them, but at this point, they should know. Like, Tismalla is not to be trusted. This dude needs to, like, real deal, get a job or put himself on his own 2 feet, because this is wild, man. He's relying on anybody but himself.
I'm not gonna lie, God has to be on my side, because I nearly just pooed in my pants.
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying?
In the public restroom? Man's crying on the toilet? Dude, you are not in a public restroom right now. Talk about some you almost pooted on yourself. In what world you gonna be saying these words, man? He's literally crying in a public restroom right now. Oh my God, Tismalla, why you gotta be like this? Why is this your life?
It has to be God.
Bro, and no, don't blame God, man. You are not sitting here on a toilet in a, I'm gonna assume a fast food restaurant toilet, blowing that shit up, and you gonna blame it on God. God got nothing to do with this, man. Make your own decision. I hate it so much when people put God's name in their mouth when it comes to this stuff. Because it's like, listen, God's supposed to give you the ability to make good decisions, but it's up to you to make those good decisions. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. You can make the bad ones. It's up to you. But don't sit here and try to be like, nah, it's Jesus, it's God or whatever. Nah, bro.
And I noticed I had to take a bedazzle. And good thing a Taco Bell was 2 minutes off the highway. I'm like, damn, if somebody was in the bathroom, I had to wait. Then it started coming down on me, but...
Oh! Dude, Tismalla! Tismalla! What are you doing, man? What you mean it started coming down on you? What the hell you talking about? Shit was running down your legs? See, that's what happens, bro. You can't be eating this kind of garbage and expect your stomach to agree with you. You out here feeding yourself the most diabolical meals I've ever seen in my life. Dudes eating fast food every single second of the day, spinning the block on different places. Of course your stomach gonna disagree with you, bro. That shit is obvious, man. And you all here talking about something running down my legs, bro. Too casual, bro. You saying this stuff's too typical. This should never be something we talk about.
I held it in. And as I started walking inside the door in the bathroom, it started coming down. I just pulled my pants down and I made it. So the thing is, how I wipe nowadays, because my butt is too big. So to get clean, I would have to lay down on the floor and lay down on my side, get the tissue, and wipe from the side.
This is what I'm saying, dude. Like, we just living in a different life. And I'm not joking, dude. I literally thought this man was lying. I thought this was a joke. I thought when he made these videos, this was like his grift online. You know how some people just do really weird stuff online and it's like their thing? I thought that's what he was doing. But no. Like, he's being serious when he says this stuff. Like, when he's on the internet complaining and talking and saying all this stuff, he's being serious. He's being dead ass. When he says he can't wipe, and the only way he can't wipe is he has to get on the floor on his side because, in his words, his butt cheeks are too big now. So he has to get on his side and he has to wipe from the side. He's being serious, okay? And this is also another reason why he doesn't want to be at the shelter, because he says they have a problem with that at the shelter, which, yeah, obviously, bro, you can't just be on the floor, trying to wipe yourself, bro. That's uncomfortable to see. You know what I'm talking about? There are other people here. By the way, this sounds like a pretty big restroom. The man is just casually talking to the camera. There might be some other people in here listening to a man talk about how he almost blew his pants apart, and now he has to go on the floor to wipe himself because it's physically incapable of wiping. I mean, the dude is literally in a Taco Bell bathroom on the floor wiping himself sideways. Put yourself in this. What? Be honest. What would you do if you were like, I just need to use the bathroom real quick, and you open a door to a Taco Bell bathroom and you saw Tismalla on the floor wiping it from the side? What you gonna do? Huh? Because if you live in New York, this might be a very, very common thing you see since he's been homeless, man. It's just too many times, bro. Too many times. And every time I watch Tismalla, I'm always thinking there's just too much here. Why is this so common? And you know what? It's only been a month, okay? We're still 5 days out from the most recent update. This guy, his life at this point is so ridiculous. I almost can't even, it's unfathomable. It's uncanny the amount of terribleness that this man experiences on a daily basis. And it's all his fault. Like, he just doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting here crying on a toilet. Talk about now he has to get on the floor to wipe. And I'm just sitting here thinking, why? You don't have to. You could do other things. Other things can transpire. But you still want to do this, bro? Like, what am I supposed to do?
The truth is, I just shit on myself outside.
Dude, never. We can't start videos like that. We can't start videos like that, bro. You can't say that shit. Okay, man, like, this is not normal. Why you didn't have to tell us that, right? Like, I know that we are audience and we're here for you and stuff, but you didn't have to tell us about this. How common of a occurrence is this if you're like just casually talking about it? I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Did you wipe at bare minimum? Are you sitting in it right now? Are you in the rented Uber with shit on yourself, man? Are you?
I had to throw away my boxers.
No.
And you know what I'm saying? I didn't make it to take down my pants, Rob. But I do it on myself. A little bit.
It's not. What do you mean a little bit? You can't say a little bit after you just said all that. You can't. That's like somebody saying, like, I mean, yeah, you know, I did kill somebody a little bit. Well, nah, bro, it's over now. Like, if you busted on yourself like that, it is probably crazy. And I know, man, you've been eating crazy recently, so I know it's probably not good. Oh my God, Tismalla. Why are we doing this to ourselves, dude? In the rented Uber, no less. Like, you know, somebody got to clean that up. I don't even know if it's like, do you just throw the seat away at that point? Like, is there even anything you should? Is it recoverable? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do? It's done. That whole car is finished. And this is why I think, like, bro, forget about the food wrappers. Forget about all of the, you know, trash and residue from everything else. No, now you gotta worry about the fact that this man just took a shit in your car. Who rents to this man? Who gives him the vehicles?
Wipe myself up, and I'm keep going, you know what I'm saying? Later on, I take me a shower, you know what I'm saying? But this is what God wants.
All right, bro. All right, man. True. All right, dude. You know what, dude? I think it's fine. I don't care, bro. I can't do this, man. I'm sorry. It's just his life is just blowing my mind, dude. Ain't no way he just blamed God or just sat there and said this is like divine intervention, that he just blew up his car seat. Like, it's just, he's sitting in shit right now talking about something. I'm about to go take a shower, and he's talking about some God did it to him. I mean, you know what, bro? You good, man. You good. So Tismalla has been dealing with a lot of stuff, as you guys can see. The story has been getting really, really crazy as in the last few days. I mean, you just saw from the videos, like, he's in the shelter now. I don't know why he's having so many poop accidents. It's actually, it seems kind of uncommon that it should be happening this often, but maybe he's just under a lot of stress. Maybe this is just like what happens when you're going through this much. I don't know, actually. I have no idea. But at this point, he needs to go hit up Earl, and he needs to tell that man, please take me back, bro. I'll do anything. I'll clean the house. I'll do it. Because at this point, my God, dude, you just been dealing with so many different things. And we're going to end the video here, but the reason why is because I checked out the rest of his videos, and it's just him dancing on the side of the street with his stomach out. I'm not really too sure what's going on with him right now. He's suffering a major mental collapse. I have no idea what even is next for Tismalla. So before this video ends, where we are currently at, got kicked out, rented Ubers, went to the hospital, got discharge papers, was able to get into a shelter, didn't like the shelter, started living inside of a rented Uber, and then spun the block on different fast food places so often that was blowing up toilets, having shit running down his ass, couldn't wipe anymore, so he has to wipe from the side on the floor of Taco Bell bathrooms, literally shitting himself in the car. And now here we are. You know, this is where we're at currently, okay? So this is where the story is currently. And let me know if you guys want another update video on him. He uploads like 20 videos a day, so it's tough sometimes. It's tough to get through them all, because a lot of them he just kind of talks and doesn't really say much. He just kind of says a whole bunch of nothing. Like, it's just a lot of words, you get me? And it's tough sometimes to really understand what he's saying, because he just doesn't really say much. So that's where we are right now. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm very interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this story, about Tismalla. Let me know. I'm very interested. He's been going through it. You know, hey, I don't know. But I love Tismalla, but I never thought I would get this bad. But anyway, guys, thank you everybody for watching today's video. I'd appreciate if everybody can hit that like, comment, subscribe, sharing the video. You can check out any of the links in the description too, by the way, to show support if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. If you guys enjoyed today's video, like, comment, like I said. If you watch the video in its entirety and or you're here right now, leave it down below by typing an eyebrow, because I do think eyebrows are beautiful, and I think yours are very beautiful, very luxurious, very shaped, very nice to glaze and look upon. They're very beautiful in oh so many ways. I appreciate your eyebrows, and I think you are a good smelling individual. Please continue to be amazing and awesome and beautiful in oh so many ways. If you guys want to check out the links in the description, make sure you feel free to. We Twitch stream on there. Twitch stream, and we have other places too. You can check me out and make content on other platforms. You can check that out too. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.